If people keep calling you strong and it makes you want to scream a little, you're not a bad person. You're tired. Hey there. Let's talk about one of the most common things people say after loss. You're so strong. And I know they mean it as a compliment. I know. But sometimes hearing that feels like pressure. Like you don't get to fall apart because you've been assigned the role of the strong one. And what they don't see is what strong often really means in grief. It means I'm functioning while my life is shattered. I'm surviving while I'm exhausted. I'm holding it together in public and collapsing in private. So today, we're going to talk about the hidden cost of being called strong and what to do if you're tired of performing okay. Quick check-in. Does "you're so strong" feel more like a compliment or a burden? Comment compliment or burden if you'd like. In this video, I'm going to cover why strong can feel heavy in grief, what it does to your nervous system and emotions, what strength actually looks like when it's healthy, how to give yourself permission to be human again. And no, I'm not going to tell you to stay busy. We're not doing grief motivational quotes today. When someone calls you strong, what they usually mean is you're handling things better than I could. But what you often hear is don't fall apart. Don't need too much. Don't make other people uncomfortable. Because here's the truth. A lot of people can tolerate grief as long as it's tidy, quiet, controlled, short. And when you're the one living it, strong becomes this unspoken contract. I will keep functioning so everyone else can keep believing life makes sense. And that's a brutal contract to sign while grieving. Sometimes strong means you're doing the paperwork, managing the kids, going back to work, smiling at people, answering texts, showing up to events, making decisions you never wanted to make. And you're doing it while your body is screaming for a break. So if you felt resentful, angry, or numb when people say you're strong, you're not ungrateful. You're reacting to the pressure of being expected to carry it well. Let's talk about the performance. I'm okay. I'm fine. Doing all right. Sometimes we say it because we don't have the energy to explain. Sometimes we say it because we don't trust the other person with our truth. Sometimes we say it because we can literally feel the room tighten when we start to be honest. And here's the cost of the performance. Your grief doesn't disappear. It just goes underground. And then it comes out as anxiety, irritability, exhaustion, shutdown, or physical symptoms. When you're constantly holding it together, your nervous system stays in a braced state. That's why strong can look like a clenched jaw, a tight chest, shallow breathing, insomnia, hypervigilance, snapping at small things, or going numb because it's too much. So if you've been feeling like you're either on or collapsed, that's not you failing. That's the cost of chronic holding. Let's redefine strength. Healthy strength is not never falling apart. Healthy strength is letting yourself feel what's real, asking for help, setting boundaries, resting without guilt, and telling the truth in safe places. Real strength is being able to say, I'm not okay today, and not immediately apologize for it. Real strength is choosing one small act of care, even when you don't feel like you deserve it. Real strength is admitting, I can't carry this alone. And if you've been strong for everyone else, I want you to hear this. You are allowed to be strong and supported. I'll say this gently but clearly. You don't have to do grief alone. Sometimes you don't need another quote. You need a place where you can say the real thing out loud without managing someone else's feelings about it. That's actually why I offer private one-on-one grief support sessions. It's not therapy. It's not a group. It's a calm, private space where we can talk about what you're carrying, what's triggering you, what you're stuck in, and leave you with a clear next step that fits your life. If you want that kind of support, my one-on-one coaching is linked in my Stan store. It's right at the top of my page. No pressure, just there if you're ready for something more personal. If you're tired of being the strong one, here are a few things that actually help. 1, swap strong for supported. Ask, what would support look like today? Not forever, not for the rest of your life, just today. Support might be someone bringing dinner, childcare help, someone sitting with you in silence, a check-in text you don't have to respond to right away, or one private conversation where you can be honest. 2, choose one safe place to tell the truth. Not everyone deserves your grief. Pick one person or one space where you don't have to perform. Even one sentence counts. Today is hard. That's truth. That's release. 3, release the body brace. Do this right now. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders. Long exhale. Push that breath out. Because grief plus performance equals chronic bracing. And chronic bracing keeps you in survival mode. 4, a boundary you can actually use. Try, I'm not up for advice today. I can't talk about that right now. Thank you, but I'm keeping it simple today. Boundaries aren't rude, they're protective. 5, let the tears be information, not an emergency. Crying is not a crisis. It's a nervous system release. It's your body processing what your mind can't organize. And you're not losing progress when you cry. You're being human. Here's my challenge for you this week. When someone says, you're so strong, I want you to practice a new response, even if it's just in your head. Try, I'm doing my best, and I could use support. Or, thank you. Today is a hard day. Because the goal isn't to stop being strong. The goal is to stop being strong alone. If you try that even once, come back and comment, tried it, or not yet. And if you're carrying more than you can hold right now, I'm really glad you're here.